Welcome to Summarize Science. We all know Alzheimer's disease is a devastating condition, but one of the biggest challenges is detecting it before memory loss begins. What if we could see the disease's earliest footprints in the brain, years before any symptoms appear? That's exactly what a team of researchers at Emory University set out to investigate in this groundbreaking study. They looked at a massive group of 968 older adults who were all cognitively healthy, with no signs of dementia. The researchers used powerful tools to peek inside their brains and bodies. They used MRI scans to map out the brain's functional networks, which are basically the communication highways that different brain regions use to talk to each other. They also analyzed spinal fluid to measure the levels of key proteins linked to Alzheimer's, especially one called amyloid beta. Your brain has many of these networks, each responsible for different functions, and they're active even when you're just resting. For decades, the common thinking was that as amyloid builds up, brain function simply goes down. But what they found was much more interesting and complex. In specific brain networks crucial for memory and self-awareness, they discovered a surprising pattern shown in these graphs. As amyloid levels began to rise from low levels, the brain networks didn't weaken. They actually became stronger and more connected. This is what scientists call an inverted U-shaped relationship. Think of it like your brain is noticing a problem and revving its engines to compensate, working overtime to maintain normal cognitive function. But this compensation can't last forever. After a certain tipping point, as amyloid continues to build up, the networks can't keep up anymore, and they finally start to weaken and become less connected. So this isn't just a simple decline, it's a dynamic process of resistance followed by failure. And these changes weren't just abstract signals on a scan, they had real-world consequences. The study showed that higher connectivity in these key networks was directly linked to better performance on tests of visual memory and executive function. This confirms that these network changes are incredibly relevant to our ability to think and remember. Interestingly, they didn't find the same relationship with another Alzheimer's protein called tau, suggesting that amyloid is the primary driver of these very early network changes. So, let's recap the important points. First, the brain's initial response to Alzheimer's pathology isn't just decline. It's a period of hyperconnectivity, like a compensatory mechanism. Second, this nonlinear, inverted U-shaped pattern is one of the earliest signs of the disease process, happening in healthy adults without any symptoms. And third, these network changes are directly tied to our cognitive abilities. What does this all mean for the future? This discovery opens the door for developing new, ultra-sensitive biomarkers. Imagine a brain scan that could identify your risk for Alzheimer's based on this compensatory signal, long before any memory is lost. This would be a game-changer for testing new preventative drugs and therapies when they have the best chance of working. Thanks for watching Summarize Science.